Hello, welcome back to the Boston Review. This week's incredulous installment will be split into two parts, and will feature commentary from Comrade Scott, Joe, Chava, Rod, Lauren, and myself. In part one, that's the part you're listening to right now, we cover yet another twist in the student loan saga. Joe yucks his yum on the Staten Island Amazon Union victory. We inch a little closer to the Anthropocene extinction. Michelle Wu's sound ordinance cringes into effect, and the Diamond Lord becomes your new Twitter daddy. We'll give you just a peek behind the fascist curtain before Chava finally introduces us to the cow which shan't be governed. We hope you enjoy part one and keep your eyes peeled for part two. Please do us a bit invention. Please guide
I'm just like, can we stop killing people? Because like, I don't want, I'm not supporting either side that's leading to atrocities of working people. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like communism is, you're supposed to advocate for the working class, and you can't just advocate one side of a war like it's a game of football or something.
Yeah, so this is going to be a special episode of the Epoch. Like, what the fuck? You guys were just kind of already talking. We got Rob and Lauren here, or Rod and Lauren, excuse me.
Okay, everyone does it.
Yes, I'm sorry, folks.
Go with Roderick if it's easier.
Ooh, that's a good name. I like that. Roderick and Lauren are here.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about fascism, I guess. Is that was and Nazis in the local area.
Is that what we're here for? I don't know. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No, they were just here for the potluck.
Yeah.
Fascism experts. Oh, no.
Ah, Jesus. A lot of pressure.
But we already had an episode on fascism, so you know.
It was our third episode, wasn't it?
It's not a third fucking episode. That was like our 18th episode. Anyway.
Let's talk. Well, then fuck it. Let's talk about the Borat reboot. I don't want to talk about that. What was he thinking with that? The first one, it was true satire where, he's a Jewish man talking about throwing the Jew down the well and, doing it in a way to provoke a response. And I think, he got some good responses there. But the second one where he's got his fake daughter and I don't feel like it worked.
2020, the dumpster fire was better.
Yeah.
I think Ugopnik did a little segment about that, just about how Borat was like, I realize this is satire, but realistically, it was interesting to hear a Yugoslav critique Borat.
Well, you have to understand that a lot of what we do is satirical as well. That was the whole thing with 20 with the Dumpster Fire, is that I went in there to make fun of politicians. And then COVID happened, George Floyd died, and all of a sudden, the election just stopped happening. And so shit got serious. And so I dutifully put on my serious guy hat. But before that, I spent a good amount of time, dressing up as a spaceman and showing up at the New Hampshire polling places,
Yeah.
So,
you literally put on your serious guy hat because, you had a helmet.
Yeah, that is true. I made a point of that to show the switch with a visual pun, if you will.
It was effective.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes you got to spell it out for the audience. Well, not you guys. Obviously you get it. But,
our audience is stupid. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Noam Chomsky is. You're probably sitting around watching stuff from the Zinn Institute, reading DSA manuals or something. But
I really thought I was going to have to dial back the Noam Chomsky.
As I was saying before the show, when you're interviewing Noam Chomsky, just remember that anything that he says is filtered through his experience with the military-industrial complex, which is what MIT is. That's who they fucking work for. That's
absolutely
pretty fucking clear. And it's okay. No, he's a manufacturing consent was a landmark piece of fiction, or I don't know what the hell that thing was. But he's had some good things to say. One of my favorites is talking to those normie reporters, and when people ask why on earth we get all these morons in the mainstream media, and his answer, more or less, I'm paraphrasing, is that they put those stupid people in those positions because they actually believe the stupid shit coming out of their mouths, and they could be pawns to the people that edit the network and own the network, et cetera, et cetera. He's slow and not entertaining. So
he's like really ancient.
Yeah, it's
like,
wild.
I feel
old. I thought
that man is old.
I seriously wild. I don't know how he's still alive. Have you seen his fucking interviews lately?
I met him at Occupy, and he was like really like old.
Wait, have I seen his interviews? I interviewed him, and I asked the first question. So this was the thing. I had made the decision that it was not going to be a confrontational interview. It's not like the one that we're having right now. I was going to get my questions and let him finish what he's saying, no matter what that was. And he spoke for 18 motherfucking minutes after my first question.
Okay. Whoa, Joe.
Jesus, Joe.
Okay. I think that I had to say motherfucking to make my point, though.
Yeah, I know.
iTunes, how are you today?
No, you say whatever the fuck you want.
We don't I don't know what you guys rate your thing, but if you make it so it's not explicit, it's higher.
We put not suitable for children.
Yeah.
So if you're a child listening to this, kind of rad, but stop it.
On one hand, we're to bed.
You'll be bored until like all the gray matter in your brain just ceases to work. Just the thought of like a 5-year-old trying to listen to Noam Chomsky for longer than a minute, it sounds like a painful ordeal. Because the man has been ancient for like 40 years.
Yeah, I met him when I was 23. I was just as bored then.
Yeah, no, my friends have a homeschooling resource center in Somerville, and they had some of the like middle school age kids ask him questions, and they had to be like, "Remember, he is very old."
I don't know what you imbeciles sit around doing, but I thoroughly enjoy listening to Noam Chomsky's boring speeches. It's just that the average person cannot digest it. I actually I enjoy a lot of what he has to say.
I actually prefer his linguistics work.
He's wrong about a lot of the things that he has to say, but I think, we need to have a well-rounded media diet. I like Alex Jones, but the man is a crazy person.
I agree with you there.
Incredibly entertaining.
I love Alex Jones.
He's an amazing entertainer, but I believe that he should be a part of your media diet, as should Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder.
As long as it's not Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson's amazing. That guy is such a lunatic with his frog voice and I've been sitting around watching Star Wars, and we've repurposed it for Jordan Peterson is a legend, a legend among crazy people.
I can't believe people take that guy seriously.
Oh, he's amazing.
Oh God, I love him.
Appreciate the counterbalance.
Well,
and this you gotta make your bed, or else you're like a failure.
Yeah. Lauren actually had made a rule that I was not allowed to speak to her about Alex Jones, Jimmy Dore, or
Tim Pool,
or Tim Pool,
unless I've been awake for like 2 hours and had coffee.
I thought it was an hour.
An hour, yeah, about that much. Because, he used to wake me up, like, he'd be awake before me and on the phone or, like, on Twitter, like, scrolling. And then he'd be like, dude, look what Tim Pool said. Look at this. And I'm like, I just woke up. It's terrible. I'm sure it's hilarious. Just give me a minute. What's wrong on the internet today?
No, but it wasn't that. I was, because I had just gone on Jimmy's show.
Right,
and I was in an actual feud.
That's true.
Not just as
opposed to your not actual.
We've had little feuds. I mean, what was the thing? Okay, so we posted this. We posted a ton of trailers for 2020 The Dumpster Fire, and one of them was Tim Pool praising the shit out of me.
Oh yeah, Tim Pool loves Rod secretly, and me.
And I don't think he really knew who I was, nor did most of the right. But in 2019, when I was doing my satirical run for president, I was going as Rod Epstein and Gil himself Weber, which is how I try to file at the New Hampshire primaries. And I happened to be invited to this art show, for my own art, not just there for the cheese and crackers, in Miami, which is one of the satellite fairs of Art Basel. And that it was the week where that guy posted the banana duct tape thing. Maurizio Catalan taped the duct tape.
David Tuna.
No. David Tuna ate the banana. Get it straight here.
Okay.
So this guy Maurizio Catalan, who was known for making those gold toilets for Trump, duct tape a banana to the wall. And so David Tuna went and ate it, and they replaced it a bunch of times. And then I went in there, and after they had taken the banana down for like the third time, which was priced at $150,000, I went and wrote Epstein and kill himself on the wall because that was kind of just the meme of the time.
In lipstick.
For which I got arrested.
Wait a second. I have a question.
Unlike David Tuna, who was actually not arrested for actually damaging art. I just wrote it on the blank wall.
I have a question about that. It looked like you were wearing lipstick in the video. Did you put it on?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So initially I went in there with one of my standard tricks, which is colored hairspray, manic panic style stuff that washes off. Because if I went in there and did actual damage to the wall, that'd be considered vandalism. If you do it with the colored hairspray, it's just mischief. But they had super tight security there. And so I was like, oh, fuck it. I'll just switch it up. And I went to the CVS and got some Revolution red lipstick and decided, because I was absolutely fucking paranoid. And I think we deserve our paranoia with 5 grand juries put forward by the FBI.
Oh my God.
In 2 states. We'll get to that later. But I'm thinking to myself, oh no, they're going to know. Like I have to actually put the lipstick on, or they're going to know that I'm up to something. That was my thought process, and it might not have been logical, and it might have been based in paranoia, but there you have it.
Like most things.
You looked nice while you did it. That's the.
You looked beautiful.
Oh no, I was so overweight. I had gained 50 pounds because of the Trump lawsuit. I learned how to become a lawyer to sue Donald Trump, which I won, by the way.
Hell yeah!
And I spent all the time eating candy bars and drinking Red Bull, and it did not do wonders for my appearance. I'll tell you that much. But I won.
But we're supposed to talk about Nazis.
Yeah, fuck the Nazis.
Well, we have
having fun.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, actually, yeah, that's true.
We did have some news that we were going to cover.
Yes.
We fucked up your show. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. This is great.
This is how our episodes go. Like,
we have a preamble, and this is a long one, but it's great. So
it's only recently that we figured out that we have to talk about what we're gonna do before we just hit record. But
yes, of course.
Everybody check out 2020 The Dumpster Fire.
They know.
On Tubi and what other platforms just besides Tubi?
Apple TV, Google Play, Vudu, iTunes. Yeah. I don't know. There might be some.
What's that weird Walmart one? Vudu.
No, that's Roku. That's
it's not Walmart. Walmart owns Vudu. Yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
We have really sold out to the corporate industrial complex.
Yeah.
Hey, but as the paradox of anarchism, Herbert Reed's 1941 essay said, sometimes you got to buy into their thing to get a little power to fight against the power. That's my big excuse.
Indeed.
Because they haven't paid us a goddamn cent. We're on the fucking Spotify model.
You got to make money to take money.
Something. I don't know. Jesus
Actually,
Christ.
We distribute this through Anchor, which is now owned by Spotify. So
Anchor's pretty easy to use, though. I when I did Renters Radio, I liked Anchor.
It wasn't Spotify back then. Spotify.
No, Anchor's always been Spotify.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Anchor was made by Spotify.
Hey man, I was back on the radio when the radio was a real thing, and it became Clear Channel, and that felt like
Clear Channel.
Voldemort was coming down to put our
Clear Channel took away everything.
Yeah, well, yeah.
See what they took from you.
It wasn't really anything, I guess, because it forced us to go out on our own and make fun of Joe Biden to his face.
Yeah, there's so many silver linings in this. Really.
I would hope so.
Revolutionary optimism.
Yes.
I don't know much about it, but
I want to talk about happy things, man.
That guy's got hair on his
head. You came to the wrong place, man.
Joe, go over the news now.
Corn Pop, he was a real tough dude.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily positive in the sense that it's ultimately a good thing, but they announced today the student loans are being, they're kicking that can another 3 months down the road. I mean, it's a good thing in the sense that, me and 45 million other people won't be, having their backs financially broken just for shits and giggles. But the fact that, we're still like needlessly having to panic about it every 3 months is less than ideal. It is kind of torture in the sense that they'll let you like freak out about it for 2 months and then the last second be like, nah, we'll do this again in 3 months. Like, it's been 2 years of this and I'm slowly like going insane from it.
Yeah, so you just need to move to Bolivia. I mean, that's the only way you're going to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really fucked everyone over when they said that was the only thing you can't file for bankruptcy on. I mean, Donald Trump has filed Chapter 11, I think 11 times, and you know, the average student like is fucked over like yourself. I mean, you know, this is why I wouldn't pay for college myself. I don't want to be a big "I told you so" guy, but I told you.
No, it's why I haven't fucking.
Yeah.
The only college that I've done is college that was free, you know,
School
as
of Hard Knocks,
courtesy of the state of Massachusetts, and I'm grateful for that, to be honest.
You know, ironically, I went to public colleges in Massachusetts, and I still have like $50,000 in student debts.
That's $50,000 more than you should be paying, my friend.
Oh, I know.
I don't want to advocate for you breaking into the school's file cabinet and setting it on fire because in the digital age that won't work. But
it would be a nice spectacle for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a symbolic gesture.
It'd be cathartic.
Middle finger, towards the system writ large.
And we're all about catharsis here at the Epoch Agility, product of the Mental Health Working Group. You know what? If you need to fucking do some arson for your mental health, parody.
What?
To the FBI agents out there listening to this, I don't endorse that. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, theory.
Yeah, what?
Hi, Creed. How you doing?
Hello, Agent Creed. Good.
We always have to shout out to our FBI agent whenever we do.
Oh, you guys are homies?
He's our biggest fan.
I think he might be.
He's our biggest fan. Actually, we're fighting with NSC about that, which is an interesting story when we talk about them. We will get to.
You know, for a while, Brian from the Trump campaign was my biggest fan. We know that they had people listening to my podcast because they named them in the lawsuit. You might get named too.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tight.
It's happened before.
My name is Rusty Shackelford.
I mean, I don't want to make things weird for you. I'm just saying it has happened.
We invited you, okay?
Well, don't suggest doing crimes around us because they will.
I didn't. I said parody. It was a parody.
Yes, parody, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the video game is what I said.
In
Minecraft. Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Do all those things. That you can. I mean, why not?
Never played Minecraft.
Wait, are you still doing the news? Or we?
Yeah, we're still.
Oh yeah, I'll
it's this loose. You know, we it's very conversational. So do not worry.
This tends to devolve into dick jokes. Like, I'm surprised we haven't had one yet, to be honest.
We're so classy.
We're a group of gentlemen.
I know. Yeah, so there's like 45 million people who are just like freaking out every couple months and then like having the ball kicked down the road. I mean, at this rate, honestly, I've said this the last like 2 times that the loan's been kicked back, but like it's starting to feel like this is never going to get turned back on because it's like not politically possible because there's a critical mass of people who all have the same interests and who are all going to be fucked if like this ever does come to pass. So like as much as SoFi and Wells Fargo will bitch, moan, and whine about how it's not profitable and it's unfair to their investors that they can't reap the criminally insane interest rates off of student lenders, like this probably never going to come to pass. But like there's still the possibility it will, which is still terrifying all the same. And the next item is probably, depending on how you want to look at it, is optimistic, but also like bitterly depressing at the same time. And I'll elaborate what I mean about the second part of that. And that
I want to talk about happy things,
workers
man.
in Staten Island succeeded in unionizing in Amazon in like Staten Island this week.
Yes.
By about like 500, 600 votes. It cost Amazon $4.2 million in the ultimately unsuccessful effort to beat back their own workers.
That is not even a drop in the bucket for Amazon, by the way.
No, it's not. And while it is great that they have won a union and they have organized, it is also bitterly depressing that they are still subjected to the truly bone-crushing working conditions. I truly find it depressing that we are celebrating people having to sell their labor and be exploited and subjected to working conditions in which they have to pee in water bottles, shit into plastic bags, be worked to death, literally, and be just physically broken and subjected to all forms of basic human tragedy.
You know, they do.
Just to survive. Like, I can speak from personal experience. I worked in UPS warehouses, which are only slightly less depressingly horrific and Dickensian, and that's probably the best these people can look forward to in terms of their working conditions, which is why I find it incredibly depressing that this is seen as a win in that sense. Each according to their needs, each according to their ability. Like, we shouldn't have to live in a society where people are subjected to this kind of treatment just so they can exist.
That's true. Joe, why you got a yucky yum there, buddy? Come on, man.
I thought it's depressing in that sense.
No? Okay, cool.
I want to talk about happy things, man.
Not going to address it at all.
But
fucking fatalistic outlook.
Dude,
Jesus.
you have been covering this. All right, question then. So you've been covering this very closely. Like, of all people, you're the one who's like staring at the fucking ticker as the votes come in.
I still think it's ultimately a good thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying the working conditions there are horrific.
Okay.
No one should be subjected to those kind of working conditions. Like,
and hopefully this union will alleviate that. Okay. No? Okay.
No, I would like to hope so. It's just that I have the personal work experience to know that, like, that's a pretty shitty industry just to work in general, no matter what happens. The working conditions in warehouses are literally the most dangerous in any industry in this country.
Yeah, I've worked in a warehouse before. It sucks.
It's the only thing you can do, according to the Labor Department. It's the only thing you can do that's more dangerous than working in a coal mine.
Logging.
Underwater welding.
Garbage.
Garbage delivery. Or garbage
delivery!
Actually, I think I just started a new company.
That's what we do. We deliver garbage to the public.
Alaskan king crab fishing. Still more dangerous than a warehouse.
I feel like if you're mining and you work with like mercury and shit, that's probably slightly. If you're like if you like pick electronics out of a scrap pile in like
what?
An e-waste dump, that's probably more dangerous.
But you know what isn't as dangerous as being a cop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not nearly as dangerous as any of that.
That is true.
According to Industrial Safety and Hygiene News, logging workers actually have the highest number of deaths per capita at 111 per 100,000 workers, total deaths. Do you want to really hear these stats? It's boring. But anyhow.
Well, didn't that guy that led I'm sorry, I don't know everybody's name, that led the whole like unionizing of these Amazon workers kind of throw shade at AOC?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, apparently.
He's like, she has nothing to do with this.
Balls.
How do you feel about that?
Me?
Who?
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't work for Amazon, so I guess he's right.
Yeah. No, I agree with what he said. He's like,
materially, like, what did she about do? AOC, I just like had to do all this work myself here at Amazon. Like,
I was gonna say that's based. I just wanted to make sure.
Is based a good thing now? Because I thought that was a right-wing thing.
I thought based was always a good thing. Yeah.
Well, no, but I thought it was like a thing people on the right said, and like, so I guess
we're fucking taking it back, okay? We're taking it back. It's ours now.
Right?
We're taking back based. Okay.
Word.
Yeah. Fuck the Nazis who say based.
I only
we were
see
so
it in your
successful at taking it that I didn't even notice it was theirs in the first place.
You've been saying it all along. I just was too busy, on the internet.
For the record, I did say logging initially.
Yeah, you did say logging.
Nice. Good work, like our friend River Dave.
Oh yeah, River Dave's
He's
logger.
a logger.
Is he?
Yeah, or he will.
That guy's awesome.
I mean, he doesn't professionally do anything any longer. I think he gets some kind of Social Security, but back when he was working.
Palantir money.
Yeah, of course he's getting his Palantir money from Aleksandr Karp, who wrote him a check for $180,000. But, a Palantir is not too evil. They only work with the CIA, the FBI to round up activists while data mining Facebook and other social media sites in order to do pre-crime, like you're in Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's actually a big thing that we've been...
Everybody runs.
Yeah.
The whole alphabet soup of, evil agencies.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, 100%. And that's the crazy.
And they're all after us at once.
I mean, most people have not been following my documentary about River Dave, the logger turned hermit. But the fact that Palantir got involved as a whole other level for the anonymous community, hacktivists, etc., that I can't even talk about. But I figure, hey, I don't think there's going to be a lot of crossover between those in the River Dave activism group and what you guys are putting out. So I'm being open about it at the moment.
It is a thing. It's also pocket change to that guy. So.
Oh, yeah, of course. Multi-billionaire.
It's like one of these billionaires who likes to pretend to be an environmentalist and like throw money at whatever's popular at the time.
I emailed him today.
Alexander Karp?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
He didn't get back to me, though.
Okay.
I mean, basically, that's Tom Steyer, right?
Tom Steyer is. Listen. Don't even talk about my man that way.
No, Peter Thiel. You mean
Peter Thiel, not Tom Steyer.
Steyer is a totally different game.
Yeah, Tom Steyer.
Is
a respectable.
Tom
billionaire.
Steyer likes to influence people like Voldemort himself, but it's a different Voldemort. Let's be straight. Peter Thiel is a pro-Trump guy. He's one of the biggest Trump donors in existence.
He also funded one of my startups one time.
Yeah, well,
that was weird.
You didn't know he was evil.
No, I totally knew he was evil.
You did?
Yeah, but he was giving us money.
Jesus Christ! Wow, okay. Well, there goes that culpable deniability.
I mean, he did it to everybody. But anyway, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
better not talk about my meth addiction.
Joe, what's your third story, my buddy?
We're all doomed. As brought to you by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change at the United Nations. A report came out on Monday. This is a long report. I think it's like 1,000 pages or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, the gist is we only have until 2025 to drastically cut down our carbon emissions or we're basically screwed.
I really don't give a fuck about like any year that they give us anymore as like a projection because we're past the threshold. Like we've been past the threshold. There's nothing that like the individual consumer can do. I mean, the fact that we're talking about it in terms of what we can do as consumers versus the industry, the fossil fuel industry, even like the other ostensibly renewable energy industries, like again, the
Elon Musk.
If you're running your fucking Tesla, you're running it on probably fossil fuel.
And blood diamonds.
The power plants that pump electricity into your fucking car, they're not running on like unicorn farts. You know what I mean? They're running on fucking fuel still.
Well, hey, Vermin Supremes is.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
Aside from Vermin
The point
Supreme.
is, that's why I feel like we're doomed, because there's no way. The individual's incapable of doing anything that will make even a dent, and everything that is required in order to successfully do this would require capital operating against its own interest, which is not going to happen.
Well, I think one of the big things that folks don't really consider is that the developing world, really hasn't gotten their shot. So while America and the other industrialized nations have been moving right along, polluting the world, the developing world is thinking like, hey, I want to get my flat screen TV too. Hey, I want a better life. Hey, I want this and that. And so why should we cut back on our carbon emissions when these guys are the ones that fucked it up in the first place? So in order to get everyone on board, you'd actually have to do what Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos probably could do, which is to feed the poor, bring them up to speed, and have everyone, kind of on a comparable rate as far as quality of life. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't want to sound like a conservative prick that's, that this is impossible. It can never be done. But, I think there it is in a nutshell. I mean, at least in my asshole opinion.
I agree 100%. And I think the problem that I foresee with that is that if the United States finally gets its shit together and undergoes some kind of vast transformation in terms of switching off of fossil fuel and moving away from these non-renewable energy sources that are also killing everybody, that will just become the standard that every developing nation is held to, which is basically an impossible feat. Like, the only reason that we have the capacity to do that in the United States is because we've harvested all of this capital and all of these resources from the global south already. So, like, as you said, I also don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, because the primary factor here is the military-industrial complex wants to keep feeding the machine. That is the greatest threat to the global health in existence. In fact, that's one of the points that I agree with the Libertarian Party on. Although, of course, the Libertarians are mucked and mired in right-wing bullshit and Nazism. On that point, absolutely. The military-industrial complex, every time they drop a bomb, like that's doing more damage than a whole city's worth of cars. And yet, everyone's cheering it on, as if this is normal. If we did more to equalize people's quality of life throughout the world, it wouldn't be an issue. But hey, Elon Musk needs to fly his little space dildo around the Earth. Yeah, that's real.
Well, Jeff Bezos challenged him.
Okay. So they're gonna have a space dildo fight.
They have to defend their manhood.
I mean, did you see this
the origin prediction?
This Trump lady that they interviewed talking about Space Force. I mean, it's taken the QAnon stuff like up to another level. And I'll tell you, because I've seen the leaked documents in 2014, Trump didn't come up with Space Force. They were planning that. The Department of Defense had put that out in 2014. You can see that on publicintelligence.net. But the point being is, like, it's a fucking farcical network, to cover for military-industrial complex bullshit. And all I'm saying is there was a really funny video of this Trump lady in her Trump getup, and it's trending.
All right, note to self: put a clip of that in post.
Do what's trending.
We're going to have an emergency broadcast, and the military is going to come in with martial law. We are going to be shown 8 hours on, 8 hours off of videos for 7 days.
Lauren's looking at me like, stop talking so much. They're trying to do.
No, I love it. We love it.
Yeah, no, this is good.
I still don't know if you're done with the news, or I'm just completely.
No. This is how the news goes with us.
Yeah, no. Again, it's very, very conversational.
She's like,
Joe, are you done now?
I wanted to talk.
Yeah, I would honestly just be fine with sitting back and watching the show unfold.
Joe unfold. I do have two pieces of news. One being that Wu's anti-protest ordinance has been put into effect.
I saw that. Not great.
Which, not great, Bob.
You have the soundboard, bro.
I know. Shut the fuck up. I know. I'm not. It's not. I don't even know where that thing. Oh, there.
I'm sorry. Now I feel bad. Bob. Now I feel bad because you expressed the feeling of anxiety that.
Not great, Bob.
Washes over you in these moments. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. No, again, I have a small panic attack every time I'm like, oh shit, I gotta find something on my soundboard. But yeah, that's bullshit.
The microphone every time I talk. She's like,
she's
like, get away, shut up.
I have things to say about Michelle Wu.
Oh, go. I actually do want to hear this, so please.
Julia Mejia voted against it.
I'll make a new drink.
Which was cool. Thanks, Josh. It's really unfortunate because, I really don't like anything the protesters stand for, as I'm sure you'll agree. But,
Correct, yes.
I don't want to be like that, I'll defend. I don't agree with what you say. I'll defend your right to say it because I really don't want to do that. I don't want to die on the anti-vaxxer hill. In fact, some of the leaders of that organization are reaching out to me to try to combine forces, because they think I have an army or something. I don't understand why. And so I'm just like, it's awkward because I'm like, there's nothing politically we agree on. So no, I can't, some of the people in your group have assaulted me. I'm not going to go and stand with you, but I do agree that this particular targeted rule that is beyond noise ordinance, beyond standard stuff that applies to every situation is really bad.
Yeah, we had an identical analysis of it in the last episode. So
okay, you guys already did that then. It's just awkward because I really want to support this. If this was a Black Lives Matter fight, I would be I'd be at this. If it was something that I cared about, I would be all about going and protesting and getting involved in this particular fight for free speech. But I don't want to die on the anti-vax hill. I just don't. Yeah. It's embarrassing.
What I said basically was just Michelle, it sucks,
get it,
but come on.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Cringe. That's cringe.
Yeah.
Not only should you not want to die on the anti-vax hill, you shouldn't get anywhere near it. I wouldn't fuck that hill with your dick. I got a dick joke in.
I try not to go to West Roxbury.
We got more than one in. We got the dildos space fight, and we got the actual dick joke there. So we're just about on par with where we normally are. So thank you.
I feel like we're bit light on dick jokes because I feel like it feels like it's usually more than that.
We haven't even gotten to the biggest sausage party of it all yet, which is NFC 131.
Oh,
so
true, but I don't know if are you done with the news?
Well, the last point is that Elon Musk bought a majority interest share in Twitter today, and he's going to be on the board and make significant changes to the fucking platform, which also, again...
Tim Pool loves it.
Not great, Bob.
He just did it so he could keep his own fucking tweets up.
Yeah, basically, that's what I think. He just wants to fucking be able to ban people who just talk shit about him.
I'm pretty sure that's literally what Tim Pool tweeted. That by saying this, I will get to keep my account and you won't.
I think he's just trying to sell NFTs or something.
He's good like that. Oh, we didn't even finish the story about Tim Pool in the trailer that we made there.
We don't need to talk about Tim Pool today,
it's
honey. Can we not?
Tim Pool I agree. We don't need to talk about Tim Pool.
You don't know how hard he was sucking my dick about this. So that was the thing with the Epstein didn't kill himself thing.
I'm interested. I want to hear about this.
So that made it. It made it to the movie, and so Tim Pool follows Lauren. You can see this is why Lauren didn't want to talk about it.
He's like a creeper.
Back in the Occupy days, Tim Pool asked Lauren out, and they went on a date.
It was actually after post-Occupy.
So Tim follows Lauren, and he sees my trailer for the movie with Epstein didn't kill himself in it, and he starts a little Twitter battle with us, saying, "Oh, you should really watch our show. You should you should love this. We get along on it." And then just everyone from our influencer sphere just shat on him for a couple days straight. It was a lot of fun.
So here's the thing. We all met Tim Pool at Occupy, if you were at Occupy. Everyone goes in their different directions. He went to Vice, I went to prison. And I got out of prison, and suddenly there were Nazis at the, what was that, the Resist Marxism? Boston Free Speech rally in 2017. I just got out of prison. So I go to this rally, and Tim Pool is there, and, as far as I remembered, he was kind of hanging out with us before that at the time, but I'd been away for a minute. Then I realized that he wasn't on the good guy's side. He was hanging out with the fash on the other side. It was very strange. And actually, I think I met Rod that day too.
And someone stole his hat, and it was pretty funny.
And someone stole his hat. It was pretty funny.
I was going to ask about that. What does it look like underneath the hat?
It looked like my head.
No, it's not as big as your head.
What type of question is that?
But it was
no,
what does your head look like?
Well,
Rod is a giant cranium.
He's always wearing a beanie. He never takes his hat off.
But I wear a hat a lot. But I'm open about my baldness, and you're welcome to see it.
Yeah, but you have the Scully cap swag thing going on.
Whatever.
It's not the
I'm just saying, don't be racist against bald people. This is the thing with Tim Pool. Jesus. God. We're over here really struggling, people.
The thing is,
come on, give Tim Pool a break.
You're not a jackass, so
you didn't do anything wrong.
Fine.
No, definitely keep making fun of Tim Pool because he is. See, that's the difference. Is most men who have come to accept that this is okay are okay with it, and that's why it's so funny to do with Tim because he's so butthurt about it.
I don't think there's a sweeping generalization that can be made about guys with male pattern baldness,
but I think we can agree that
we can make a sweeping generalization about Tim Pool and his entire network.
Fantastic episode.
Did you see the awesome photos? I'm no, this is kind of kink shaming, but that guy Jack, the pictures of Jack.
We're not getting into that. I don't want to think about that.
All right, yes,
Twitter.
Tim Pool's going to get indicted soon anyway. Let's not even worry about it.
What is happening? This is great.
Oh, he's definitely getting indicted. Just follow Rocco Costaro. He's got all the dirt on this motherfucker. I mean, because this is going back to the Occupy stuff. You just got to follow the right people on Twitter. They're dishing all the right shit. Tim's going to get indicted for sure.
I am done. No, here's the thing. I'm not going to resist it anymore. We're done with the news. It's all I had to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
You are welcome to talk about the local Nazis and what you've been working on.
Yes.
Yeah, we should probably talk about the Nazis, even though we're so sick of them.
And then Chava, if you have a segment, we'll do that after.
I had some proper questions written up about this just to guide the conveson, so it's not
helpful.
No, we won't answer.
No.
I refuse.
Yeah.
Lauren's going, stop. Come on, man. You can't see
I have so many things to say about the Nazis, and you're going to ruin it by talking about Tim Pool, who's a lesser Nazi.
I will be serious.
Okay.
And I'll just shut up until I don't.
Okay. So.
The lesser Nazis.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
The police are the real Nazis.
That's the fact right there.
That's one of the questions in here. We'll get to that.
That was your first question, I'm sure. Who are the real Nazis?
They're just the Nazis we pay tax dollars to.
Sure. They're far more dangerous than us.
So I would say it would be order of FBI, CIA, JTTF, Department of Homeland Security, ICE, local police, Tim Pool.
You forgot the Stadies.
The Stadies first, then Tim Pool, and Steven Crowder, and I think that'd be it.
I don't know. Those right-wing anti-vaxxers are pretty pushy.
Also, whoever runs the fucking New Hampshire Libertarian Party Twitter, whoever that guy is, it's got to be on that list somewhere.
I probably know him. Do you know who it is?
I don't.
Because I spent a lot of time with the New Hampshire Libertarians while Vermin... I can't say this publicly, so you're going to say it right now. I'm going to say it right now. But Vermin did a magnificent job of doing a deep troll to those motherfuckers in 2020. And we spent a lot of time around them. And just give me a name, and I'll let you know what I know.
Well, I'm not even on Twitter, so I just see it secondhand.
How are you not on Twitter?
Oh.
Because I respect myself.
Oh.
Listen, you don't exist if you're not on Twitter, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm the back end guy.
Oh, shit.
I like to edit, man. I don't like to be in the spotlight here. I'm just the...
Can I hire you for free?
Let's not do it right now.
Will you be my Bernie Sanders? So this is the thing about NSC 131. They are basically Bernie Sanders with swastikas. This is the weirdest thing.
Yeah, actually, it's unfortunately...
let's not do it right now.
Now, should we back up before we talk about why?
He has questions. Let's answer the questions.
Okay, question us.
Yeah, let's
begin the interrogation.
Question us, yes.
All right, so we're spot on here. First one, fascism, it's been defined in many different ways. Some people will say it's like ethno-nationalism. A lot of people will... They'll use the Mussolini definition, which is the alignment of the state and the private sector. Some people will say return to an arcane traditionalist social order. But we on the Epoch,
the royal we,
are interested in the tendencies that have been gaining steam in our area, in the Boston area, in New England. So let's start with NSC 131. Who are they, and what kind of interactions with them have you guys had?
We've had too many. I would define them as more of the first option that you said, aligned with sort of this hooliganism.
Hooliganism, that's a great
where they're trying to be in England there's those soccer team gangs and stuff.
Yes.
It's like that with some kind of socio-political ideology behind it that involves a lot of Nazi elements and swastikas, but it's a boys' club.
So it's almost like an arbitrary tribalism
to NSC.
Yes.
But fascism itself, the bigger issue of fascism, you could probably get to that.
The interview in its entirety will be released separately as a companion episode, so turn on notifications for the show if you haven't yet. But in the meantime, part 1 ain't even over yet. I think Joe fell asleep or something.
Yeah.
So we'll
Rod and Lauren left for the evening, and we just got to wrap up the show. And then Joe, I guess, is asleep at his computer. I hope nothing bad happened to the boy. Anyways, before we do that, we got a segment for you. You can't make this shit up. That interview is full of a lot of shit that you can't make up, and there was a lot of opportunities to transition, but at the same time, fuck, that was so much. Anyways.
Very informative.
Yeah, I'm not complaining, but that was a lot. I'll be editing the interview portion, which is...
You don't have to do the whole thing, dude. We can just do an
There's
hour.
not really that much that I'll have to edit, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It's they were very good, so they're seasoned media personalities, so they know what the fuck they're doing. So, and it was very gracious of them to stop by, and we appreciate it and thank you. And Chava, what can we not make up, friend?
Chava, you can't make this shit up.
We're so just whatever.
So So this is actually a pretty old story. I don't know how I found it recently, but I just liked it. I learned from Googling that it actually had a very sad ending, but we don't need to focus on that. It's basically a story about a cow who, as far as I can tell, must have been sentient. This must have been a higher consciousness born into a cow body, and the cow was like, holy shit, they're gonna eat me. And so she ran away. She fucked some people up and she ran off to an island. People tried to like get her off the island and she kept attacking them.
Oh, hell yeah.
How did this cow make it to an island?
It became ungovernable and it just found a way.
Exactly.
Just knew what to do. No, really, how did that happen?
Did this cow swim to a fucking island?
She swam. She's a swimmer.
That is rad.
After failed attempts to recapture the animal, Mr. Lukasz gave up hope of bringing back his cow and began leaving food on the island instead. This is in Poland, by the way.
We love the Poles. I don't know. What the fuck? Joe's not here to like say some like esoteric fucking information about Poland that no one fucking cares about. Yeah, so like whatever.
I feel bad for Polish. Kind of got the short end of the stick over time, and I think they're mad about it still. Which, yeah.
Yep.
All right. Wow. Joe is just online for a second on the Discord, and then now he's offline again. So
he was just like, nope.
Yeah, he just nope to sleep. We love him. JLB.
We love you, Joe.
96. What is it?
JLFB.
JLFB 96 on the social medias, I think. Anyways, that's Joe's social media. He doesn't even need to be here. My name is Scotty Wife, Sweaty Wife, Scott.
Scotty Wife.
Why did I say that? I just introduced like an awful nickname for myself that could just like hurt me in ways that no one.
Scott Life.
No one knows yet.
Those are all wild forms of cope.
I still like Scotty too, Hottie. I never actually call you that.
I respect him, so
call you that.
My name is Scott. On the social medias, I'm at Sweaty Wife on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, all the things. You can enjoy whatever content I produce.
You can enjoy.
It's not really a lot. I'm also Sweaty Wife on Bandcamp and SoundCloud, where you can find the music. Rockin' to the music. Chava, go.
I'm Chava. You can find me at readingsbychava.com. My name is spelled Chava.
What if I brought back
readingsbychava.com.
What if I brought back the Darmok drop? No.
Don't do it.
It's too long.
Hurt you.
Hell the fuck no.
I was like, you're gonna hurt me? You just say you're gonna hurt me?
I'm gonna punch you in the dick.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
And he's just...
And I'm Jesse.
Wait, I have an additional place you can find me. I'm sorry. If you are totally fucking disillusioned with life and lonely and shit, and you want to just hang out and talk to somebody about shit and life, go to Simcha Peer Counseling on Facebook. It's spelled SIMKHA. I charge sliding scale and will...
That's not how you spell Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you. And he's Jesse.
Yeah.
I'm Jesse.
Oh, what a night.
Sorry. Lauren just pinked me and she was like, I hope that was okay. And I was just like, that was amazing. Hey, yeah, I'm Jesse. What the fuck do I usually say? SoundCloud.com/contingents-Boston. You can hit up Comrade-Rosie.org. It's like getting involved tab. Choose one or more mutual aid groups to donate your time, labor, and or money to, because people really need your help right now. And I do have a slam recommendation, and it's going to be a fun one. So your slam recommendation for the evening is... The album is called Ravenous, Psychotic, Onslaught. And the artist is stabbing.
Ooh, wow.
It's a 4-piece fucking brutal death metal outfit, half of which are women. The bassist and the vocalist, Meryl Martinez and Bridget Lynch, and they go hard as fuck. And they are from Austin/Houston, Texas, and I definitely encourage our listeners to support them. And I don't have any energy to add to that. The song will speak for itself. I don't need to be as brutal. The onus is not on me to add the brutality. The song is plenty brutal. So
yeah, we'll cover it. Don't worry, folks.
You'll hear it in post. You'll be like, yeah.
Did you mention the
sick
Comrade Rosie?
I did.
Okay, fuck, dude. I'm so out of it. Wow. Yeah, you know, go to that Comrade Rosie. Check out our shit. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com at Epic Incredulity, if I could say it correctly. We are at
no, it's
God damn it.
patreon.com/Epic
/@ plus #
Comrade/Rosie. Damn it.
It's www.com
It's .com.
It's .com. What's that from?
Hope Surrender.
Oh, yes. Yeah, patreon.com /Epic Incredulity. We're Epic Incredulity on the various social medias, Instagram, Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Clapper. We are on TikTok, maybe still. Maybe the participant who does that has ceased this activity, but I don't know. Maybe not. So where I lean in and Chava, what's the status going on? Okay, silence. Thank you.
Before I forgot to ask Lauren and Rod if they had any plugs, but Lauren actually did just inform me that
watch their fucking movie at least.
Their sales agent wants them to plug it wherever they can. So, yeah.
2020, The Dumpster Fire
is the title of the film. I know that you can watch it on Tubi.
Tubi?
Legit, like you can search like
Rod Weber
on IMDb, and he has a shitload of documentaries that he's done, and they're like really fun to watch. The editing is great, the breadth of footage is great, the trolling is great, the personal interviews he does with people on the ground is great, the relationships he has with people like River Dave and fucking Vermin Supreme. Like, he just knows a lot of people. I highly, highly recommend 2020, A Dumpster Fire, and also The Oppressed Majority is the documentary on fascism that he did.
Excellent, thank you.
Lauren said Twitter, I guess, but I don't know what the fuck the Twitter handle is. So
yeah, the new Elon platform, Twitla. Yeah, you know, and every week we say, Batankdo, parody. In the game.
Minecraft
It's in the game. It's in my ass. Oh boy.
To my ass.
One of my favorite new social media audio clips is one that's like, something's in my ass.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever it is. I think I got it.
Something in the way.
There's something in my ass. Yeah, I got it wrong. I got it slightly wrong.
Something. Yeah. No, but yeah, it's
there's a really good clip of like a guy dressed as Batman.
Yes. But tank do Batman.
Batman in my ass. Badass. Oh, okay. So the Twitter handles are @SplendidSpoon and @RodWeber.
I thought Splendid Spoon was like some kind of meal plan thingy, but that's like her Twitter handle?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. Good job, Lauren. You got that before Splendid Spoon did.
Yeah, fuck them.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
Do some farts, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm really, like, just drained now.
It's alright, man.
Already felt like shit. Already didn't get enough sleep.
We're sorry.
Under the weather, and then...
Yeah, shout out to the anonymous patron that told us to not shout them out.
Why the fuck would you do that, then? You ass?
Sorry, it's 2020 The Dumpster Fire. I don't know what's in a dumpster fire.
I was gonna correct you, but then I figured that anybody...
Let the filmmakers call the movie whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, and if you Google 2020 A Dumpster Fire, you're gonna get it.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna get it? Like, what does that mean? Like,
You're gonna get it. The album by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, which I have on vinyl for some reason.
What do you have?
You're gonna get it in my ass.
I have the album You're Gonna Get It by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh yeah, you have the weirdest fucking albums. The weirdest fucking vinyls.
Yeah, you came over and you were like, you have old music.
I didn't say you have old. What the fuck is that? No, I didn't.
That. Yes, you did.
In regards to which album? In regards to which album?
It's just like all of the vinyl that I have. Really,
no,
you like old
dog.
Music.
No, dog.
I have like Tom Petty.
What is the? Oh, it's. You have a live recording of Fiddler, right?
Some kind of Fiddler album, yeah.
Some kind of Fiddler album.
Very close to my heart.
Whatever. Fucking. We'll put the link. We'll put the links to the shit in the description so that instead of trying to remember what the names and shit are, you can just click it and go to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good.
Click that shit. Lick that link. That was what just came out of my brain, was lick that link. I don't know why.
Lick it.
Lick that link. Anyways.
Click it or take it.
Yeah, I want to go eat, for fuck's sake. So.
All right.
Love you guys.
Love you, comrades.
Oh, man.
Love y'all.